What's up, Internet? Did you hear? Legendary actor Billy Dee Williams is coming back to voice a character in the upcoming Lego Batman movie Two-Face, a role that he is technically reprising from when he played Harvey Dent, District Attorney Harvey Dent in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman, the original Batman. Remember that? Yeah, he did that. He's coming back to play Two-Face, so that got us thinking, which other fantastic actors would we like to see come back and reprise a role in a franchise that are continuing to make new movies, but maybe they haven't been around for a while? And it got our creative juices rolling, so we're going to talk about some of those picks right now. We got an expert panel. This is how we do it on Screen Junkies News. We're going to start with Mr. Dan Murrell's pick. Dan,
yes.
Who did you pick as an actor you would love to see come back, reprise the role in a franchise?
Well, if you know me, you know that I am a big Trekkie,
Yes.
and I picked Patrick Stewart to bring back to the Star Trek franchise.
Yes, Captain Kirk, he's so good.
Captain Picard.
I'm kidding, I know, of course, yeah. Jean-Luc.
No, I think that he reminds me in a weird way of Pierce Brosnan when he played James Bond, which is that I think that he played the role very well. He's my favorite personal Star Trek captain. I think he got shortchanged a little bit by the quality of the movies that he was in.
And some of the episodes, early ones too.
The early
Absolutely.
ones, yeah. I think Star Trek Generations, we're looking at Star Trek First Contact right now. That's one of the best Star Trek movies ever.
One of the best.
The line must be drawn. Yeah,
And
he's such a great actor.
Alfred Woodard makes everything better.
Alfred Woodard makes
come on.
everything better. I think that he kind of got the short end of the stick on Star Trek movies because a lot of the next gen movies, you know, some of them weren't that great. Some of them were fine. First Contact was really great.
They were plagued by slashed budgets, all
Nemesis.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
And
we don't have to talk
like
about Nemesis, Mark. We don't have to.
with the new movies, they're already going to monkey around with time travel. We know this. They've practically said this already, and they lost, unfortunately, Leonard Nimoy, who brought such weight to those movies and authenticity. And how great would it be if they were able to do a time travel adventure where you bring back Jean-Luc Picard with this new crew? I think it would be so fun.
So we're not talking about Star Trek Discovery, the new TV show, but rather the Paramount films that they're going to continually make. They promised they've made that. There's a rumor that the fourth upcoming Star Trek, J.J. Abrams produced, Chris Pine, Captain Kirk movies is going to deal with time travel. We might get a Chris Hemsworth cameo because Chris Hemsworth did play Captain Kirk's father, George Kirk, in that first Abrams film. So you're saying, scratch that. Let's go do time travel and hang out with the best actor.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get why you want to
Stewart.
go, because talk about luck. Chris
he blew up.
Hemsworth fell into their lap.
He blew up.
He was in 5 minutes of the original Star Trek, and now he's one of the biggest actors in the world. I get why they'd want to go back and do that, but I just think that it just would be so much fun. And again, it's a tie-in to the legacy of Star Trek.
Yeah.
And I just think it would be great to see Patrick Stewart in another Star Trek movie, and maybe another one like First Contact, which was very action-driven.
Yeah.
Which was really good. And if it's a movie worthy of him and worthy of that return, I just think that would be... Just as a Trek fan, I would love to see one last ride for Captain Picard.
Let me pitch something to you as a Trek fan. If we got Captain Picard in there, let's do a little time travel, mix it up, visit him as a young man, James McAvoy. What do you think?
Well, he's already played young Patrick Stewart once, so he could just make a career out of it.
Let's do it. That's not bad. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. My pick for bringing back an actor, and of course we're going to end with Mark Andreyko because his is the best one, but my pick for bringing back an actor is Shia LaBeouf for the Transformers films. Ooh. I don't care about the Transformers movies at all, like 0%, like not even a little bit, but I generally liked Shia LaBeouf's performance in those first three. I think that he knew what kinds of movies he was in and he was committed. I liked the human aspect of it. I know that everybody's always saying, we just want Transformers movies with Transformers. We don't care about people. We want to go to Cybertron. We don't care about people. I hardcore disagree. I think that the Transformers as a core idea, whether you're into it or not, is about robots in disguise. It's about robots pretending to be cars, which means that they're hiding out on Earth. I mean, that's what it is. It's silly and it's goofy, but you can have good character stuff in that. You can have great moments. My example is going to be the cartoon show Transformers Prime, if you haven't seen it. I think it's on Netflix right now. If it's not, go find it. It's CG and it's fantastic. And it has those human young people elements to it. I think Steven Spielberg was right to say that first movie should be about a boy in his car. And then all the other Transformers ridiculous stuff. But that's kind of the core story. And I think that is what attracted me to that first film. I think that it's still a character. Sam Witwicky is very relatable. He's just an everyman. He's just a goof, whatever. I say bring him back. And it's something that, to me, there's been a lot of dropped balls in those Transformers movies. Oh boy, has there been a lot. But instead of bringing back characters like John Turturro's character, whatever he played, I say bring back the grounding, if we're not gonna have Megan Fox in it, fine, it's so ridiculous, whatever. But bring back Shia LaBeouf and have him have a relationship with Bumblebee because that was good.
Does he team up with Wahlberg?
With
Or
Mark
do we
Wahlberg?
get- do we
I
get
think we
rid of
just found a
Wahlberg?
Transformer. I think we just found a Shia LaBeouf
I'm an
in this
inventor.
movie. Yes, sure.
Say hi to your Autobot for me.
Yeah, hey, say hi to Autobot for me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do that. Do a sort of like an Avengers or Fast Five thing where you're collecting actors from each entry in the franchise. So that the Transformers 5 is like every one of your favorite characters. I don't care about any of those characters, but hey, Shia LaBeouf's there.
I think it should open with Shia LaBeouf in the cab of Optimus Prime hitting and running over Mark Wahlberg. Kind of like how they got rid of Jamie Lee Curtis and H2. She's in like the first
Resurrection.
They just throw her out a window and they start the
She's
movie.
done, yeah.
I would not.
I would go see that
be
movie.
super opposed to that. I really wouldn't. I mean, when you spend the last Transformers film, Transformers: Age of Extinction, I think it was called, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't care. The
last
Age
one
of
was Age of
Extinction.
Extinction, yes.
When you spend a good
You're going
chunk,
Glenn Beck on us here.
I really, I'm. Yeah, I
one of
don't
the worst
care. I
movies
don't
ever
care about
made.
anything. When you spend time in that movie, like defending how somebody under 18 can be in a relationship with somebody over 18 because of how hot that young daughter was, I was like, this movie is gross. It's dumb.
Trump's favorite movie of all time.
It's up there. I'm sure. If he complained about the female Ghostbusters, yeah, I'm sure he was stoked
I
about
want
that
to see
scene. in
Transformers: Age of Consent.
yeah, that's the thing that,
That
we
was
did.
the
Yeah.
fourth movie. They stopped the movie dead in its tracks to explain it.
I
Let's
smell
explain this for a
I
second.
smell a porn parody coming
So
up
for that,
there.
I'm going, you know what? Bring in Shia LaBeouf. I don't want to have to deal with Mark Wahlberg and his ridiculous family. At least if you're going to kill off T.J. Miller in the opening 15 minutes of that film as well, which
Spoiler
is
alert.
like, you're never going to see it, Mark.
you're-
You're never going to see Age of
Don't see it.
Extinction.
I would spoil that movie for everyone on Earth.
Please,
no
if
one
it
else
meant you would
watched
never
it.
see it, don't do it. But Shia was also funny, and he could be a comedic lead, and I think he's really relatable. And not only that, but since he was done with the Transformers films, I think that he did go and become a much better actor. I think that he takes the craft seriously. I know the dude's a troubled dude. I'm not rooting against him. I'm rooting for him. If the movie was good, I don't know. This is the weakest pitch I've got, but I'm going to go Shia LaBeouf. That's what I
There's
got.
some charm in seeing him knowing his way back through a Transformers movie.
Oh my God.
It's the best part. Mark Andreyko, comic book writer extraordinaire. What is your pitch for which actor you want to see come back?
Mine is Sam Neill to the Jurassic Park franchise because I think Sam Neill
Great pick.
is him missing was a big problem with the movies that went on, the second one and the fourth one.
Yeah.
And I think in addition to him being a great, reliable actor, I think there was something that was very heavily implied in Jurassic Park 3.
Get into it.
I'm not making this up. Watch the movie. I think that he and Alessandro Nivola are a couple in that movie.
Yeah.
And they play it that way. They play it more that they're a couple than Oscar Isaac did in Star Trek or Star Wars when he winks at John Boyega. They're playing it that they're a couple. The whole thing with the hat and there's all this emotion, all these. It's like a '50s gay couple. It's all unspoken, but it's in glances.
Sure.
And it makes sense why when he calls Laura Dern that she's not pissed that he broke her heart. She's like, "Oh, you're gay. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Now I have a gay best friend." She even talks to him on the phone like he's her gay best friend.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it
a
makes
first.
sense. I mean, listen, if you go back to the first Jurassic Park, Laura Dern was super young when she filmed it, and Dr. Alan Grant's character was older than her, but she even then wanted kids, and that was a point of contention in the film. But even at the end of that movie, like, you're kind of left to believe, like, oh, now he kind of maybe would want kids, but then it's like, why didn't it work out?
Struggle.
There's something.
He's such a good actor.
Yeah.
He brings that in there. And this isn't me wanting a gay character.
Right.
I don't need representation in the Jurassic Park world. I watched the movie, and I said to my friend in the theater, I said, they're sleeping together. Did they really do this in a Jurassic Park? They distracted us with Taya Leone being shrill and William H. Macy paying for a house. But go back and watch the movie. It's actually a very sweet romance. If you
It makes sense that Dr. Alan Grant's nightmare is that his partner in the dream is all of a sudden a velociraptor and said, Alan. It makes sense that that's his nightmare. It's like, oh, my lover's a velociraptor.
Just watch, fast forward the movie and watch those scenes. There's a tenderness there that it is a love that dare not speak its name.
So you're saying bring back Dr. Alan Grant, bring back his boyfriend character.
Bring back
husband
Alessandro
character.
Nivola. Yeah,
Bring him back.
He's a really good actor and he's hot.
And that's what the movie is about. It's about these
They can
two-
have a Jurassic bed and breakfast up in Provincetown or something.
Exactly.
That's what you call it, Jurassic Bed and Breakfast.
Jurassic bed. We're gonna small scale it. We're going Jurassic World, Jurassic Bed and Breakfast.
Or you bet Jurassic.
You bet Jurassic. Is this gonna be good? You bet Jurassic it is.
As a fan of great Jurassic Park movies, I would like to see some representation in the next Jurassic World movie.
Good ones?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, I think, Mark, you won the game. Thank you guys so much for being here. Guys, that was Screen Junkies News. Let us know in the comments what actor you would like to see come back and reprise a role. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you off right now. It's probably gonna be J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, right? I already caught you. You probably already commented it. Guys, we're here at Screen Junkies News every single day. Hit us up on Twitter at SJ News. Here's a bunch of more stuff you can watch right here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.